Happy Sunday, stampers and paper crafters. It's March 30th, 2025, and this is Facebook Live number 392. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. I have a super cute and easy card for you to do and to replicate, and you can do mass quantities of. And I'm going to show you just how simple it is. And you can make it for a man or a woman. So super simple. And I'm going to put you down at the table, and I should say super simple in my terms. I don't do simple very well, and so I think this is really simple and it's very cute. And so I'm going to put you down at the table. If you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I will let you know when I am done messing around with camera. All right, so hold on. So hopefully you've enjoyed, if you live in Minnesota, you enjoyed a snowy day. Just for a second, I'm going to show you what's out my window. Yeah, it's snow. So there's the parking lot, and yay. So hope I didn't get you dizzy on that. But at least the Twins game wasn't in Minnesota. They still lost. Yeah, they lost all 3 games, their first 3 games, and they didn't win a single one. So hope your weekend was better. As a Twins fan, we should all understand, right? Okay. Yeah. All right, so put a little light on this subject, and I think we're good. Okay. There we go. I'll squish in. Okay, so again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My online store is stampin'up.net, and you can email me at penguinz33@outlook.com if you wish to get a catalog from me. Now, this current catalog, which is this one is good through May 5th. It says through the end of April on this date right here, but the new catalog starts May 6th. So you have until May 5th to purchase through this catalog. Now, this spring mini catalog is through the end of April. Now, I actually don't know if it goes through until the new catalog starts, because there's not another mini coming out. So I'm assuming that this does go through April. So if you do not have another demonstrator that you're working with and wish to get the new catalog that is coming, that starts May 6th, and you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, you could certainly email me to request a catalog. Now, those of you who have been, who've placed an order from last year, January 1st, 2024 through now, if you've placed an order with me, you are on my list and you will have a catalog sent to you. And now these 2 catalogs, like I said, they're going to end. So some of the products made it into the new catalog. Some of them will not. And what that means is that they are going to go on the last chance list. And that's going to be, I think, somewhere in the beginning of April, that list is going to come out. And what that means is those are going to be products that are going to be available while supplies last. So some things may not even make it through the end of these 2 catalogs. So if you have something that you want, don't wait for that wish list to come out, or that last chance list to come out, unless you plan on getting up really early in the morning to place your order, because I have no idea how much product they have of the product that's going to be put onto this list. Now, some of the product might have discounts and some of them will not. Now, also the scrapbooking brochure. Now, that is something that Stampin' Up! Had to put together quickly so that the close to my heart makers, which now, if they moved over to Stampin' Up, they are now called Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, but they scrapbook primarily. Now, Stampin' Up! Put together a catalog and to help with that. So that is a virtual scrapbooking catalog. A lot of this product will probably some of this stuff will be put on that last chance list. So if there's something that you like in this scrapbooking brochure that's online, I printed everything so I could see it better. Check that out. Now, a lot of these products also, just because it says scrapbooking doesn't mean you can't use them for card making, because they have a lot of cute products that are available that will also make cards. I mean, you can switch, you can flip-flop. So if it's scrapbooking products, you can use them for card making or home decor. If it's, not necessarily made for scrapbooking, you could certainly use it in your scrapbooks, unless it's archival, not archival ink. So, but also don't forget to check out the online exclusives. Now, this one is called Mixed Media Florals. Now, that's just a sample. Now, these are products that will not see a publication. Stampin' Up! Is finding ways to give our customers new product several times throughout the year. And doing it by online is a great way to go. So, don't forget to check those out as well. Now, tonight we have a super cute card, and we are going to be using, first of all, I decided that I wanted to use Timeless Plaid. Now, the Timeless Plaid, that comes from the Spring Mini Catalog, and I had used a lot of this packet. Only there are no large sheets in this one because I had to buy 2 packets, but there's a lot of scrap in here. And so my idea was to design a card based upon scraps, and that's what I did. So using the Timeless Plaid, I chose the colors, and it's a 48 pack. And it comes with 4 sheets of each design. So I absolutely love this designer series paper. And it has quite a bit of cardstock that coordinates with it. Basic beige, boho blue, which is going to retire, Cajun craze, calypso coral, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, early espresso, Lost Lagoon, misty moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pebbled Path, which is going to retire, the Pecan Pie, and the Wild Wheat, which also will be retiring. Now, those 3 colors, the Boho, the Pebbled Path, and the Wild Wheat, those are in colors that are available currently. But once the new catalog comes out, we're going to have new in colors. And we're going to have, I just got these today because UPS did not bother to let me know that I had a box sitting in what we call the locker at our apartment. So this is Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger, Secret Sea, and Strawberry Slush. Now there is one more ink pad, and that's called Cloud Cover. Now those... Cloud Cover is having issues with keeping the color. Now, Stampin' Up! Is very high on quality, and they pulled it. And hopefully they can get that fixed. Otherwise, it might be something that they we'll never have. I don't know. So we'll keep in touch. We're also using the bundle called Beautiful Butterflies. And this Beautiful Butterfly die set is what I call a 2-pager because it doesn't fit on one page. It's very well, it takes up a lot of space. And what a bundle means is when you purchase a stamp set and a die set, or a stamp set and a punch, you save 10% when you buy them both at the same time. And you use the bundle specific number. If you use this stamp, or if you use this stamp number and you use the die number, you're not saving that 10%. You have to use the bundle pricing. So that is what we're using. And we're also using stylish shapes. We're using the bigger banner, and that the larger greeting that we're using, it didn't fit in here. So that's why I wanted to bring the stylish shapes in. And this stylish shapes is in the annual catalog. And we're going to use several different pieces in this card. Okay, so we have 3 designer pieces that I had originally cut at 1 inch, but I thought that it was too big for what I was trying to accomplish, so I chopped off 1/4 inch. So I'm going to use these pieces on the inside of the card. So these are 3 pieces, so they're 3/4 by 4. And like I said, I chopped off 1 inch and kept that longer so that it can go on the inside of the card. I have a piece of basic white. This is a scrap piece, and we're going to use that for the greeting. Here is a piece of the designer series paper. It's also a piece of scrap. We're going to stamp on that. And we have Lost Lagoon, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4.25. And then we have Misty Moonlight, which is 5.25 by 4, and the inside panel, and this is 4.75 by 3.5. And so the reason why I like to do this is so that if you have a lot of designer series paper scrap similar to this, you can come back in, recreate this card, and I haven't shown it yet. And the reason why is because I want to keep it pretty simple and pretty, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And so I don't want to ruin it. So this card, the reason why I do this is so that you can come back in and say, you know what, she did a really cute card, and that was on number 392, and I'm going to pause it, get my stuff cut, and then I'm going to stamp along. So that's kind of why I do it this way. All right, so this is just going to be, like I said, pretty simple. The reason why I wanted to do a simple card was because I got my box, my pre-order box, and I was trying to get everything organized, and I looked at the time and I was like, oh my goodness, let's go. I have to get my Facebook Live prepped. And I had no clue to what I want to do except for play with the scrap of the that I had a lot of. All right, so we're going to use Memento, and we're going to stamp Time to Celebrate. And we're just going to get a good inked image. And I'm just going to use the center, and we're just going to allow that ink to transfer. And okay, it has a piece of fuzz right there. So I'm actually going to redo this. One thing about Stampin' Up! Paper is that when you ink it up, you can flip it over and know that you will not see through it. Okay, and I got a fuzzy right there. I think it's right there. And I have another one, so I'm going to get my, gosh darn it. Trying to grab it and make sure there. I think I got it. Okay, so we're gonna re-ink that nicely again. It's not like my cat sat on my ink pad or anything like that. All right, let's try that. Oh. There's another one. You know what? I'm going to just get another sheet. This is how I keep my scraps. And what I do is anything less than a quarter sheet of cardstock, then I'm going to just use my Simply Chamois, and I'm going to wipe that off. Make sure I have no more fuzzies on here. And I put that in that bin. Now, for my color families, I actually have 5 to a box, but all white, all black, all basic, all the basics have their own scrap bin, and very vanilla. Because we don't have basic vanilla, we have very vanilla. White used to be Whisper White, and now it's basic white. Okay, I think we got it this time. Let's try it. Stamp that. Oh my goodness. Let's try one more time. How many times do we have to try? This is what you get for a Facebook Live. It's live stamping, folks. Okay, I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to stamp. That's what I did, is I wiggled. Now that turned out very nice. Cool. All right. Okay, so this is, like I said, supposed to be very simple and very easy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then we're going to actually stamp the greeting on the inside, and that's going to say happy birthday. And we're going to use Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to show you how to make this card. And my idea would be to make a whole bunch of them just the way that I'm showing you. And then you can make it for a man or a woman by doing just one thing. And I'm going to show you that. Oh, you know what? Might as well, seeing as how we have this ink pad, we're going to stamp a butterfly in Misty Moonlight on top of that designer series paper. Okay? And so we're going to close that up. And so you can make a whole bunch of these cards by doing this, and then you can go back in and, all right, so we're actually done stamping. So we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna exchange that for the silicone mat. And where did I put that? I put it in the right spot, but it had fallen down. There we go. So the silicone mat craft sheet is what I'm going to use now. And I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. just like that. Okay, so then now, this is just a piece of Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to grab this one. Yep. And I'm going to put that kind of in the middle of my paper. And I'm going to put it over just a little bit over to the right. And then I'm going to put this one on top, a little bit over to the left. And this one, not all the way over, but the same distance between these two. How simple is that? Okay. Then we're going to take this and we're going to do this one and this one and then that one. Okay. So we're going to put, I'm actually going to do this a way that I've not done it. I'm going to try this a different way than I did. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt. I'm warm. All right. So I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to load this one right there, right on top. And then this one, I'm going to load that one right there. And then this one is going to go right on the bottom. Just, oops, I guess not. Then we'll just put some adhesive down. And we'll just go like that. Now I have a little bit of adhesive showing, so we're just going to erase that off. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell these anymore, but they used to. And I still use mine. I need it quite a bit. All right, so we're just going to flip that over and cut that off. And this one. Now, just to let you know that Facebook allows the videos since the kind of like mid-February, they allow them to last only 30 days. So hopefully you, oh, come on. We'll get a chance to recreate these cards. And then I will also upload them on my Facebook, or sorry, my YouTube page. And so, okay, come on. I thought I got all that glue off, but I did not. So we'll just move that over. Okay, whoops. Luckily I'm wearing slippers because I just dropped my scissors. And these these paper snips are very sharp. All right, so we're gonna just put this on the inside of the card. And we're going to grab the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And we're going to put that just like that. So that's the inside of the card. Very simple, right? And then we're going to put this on the front of the card. All right. And then get a nice border all the way around, just like that. And then we're going to, like I said, grab the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And I'm going to squish out a little bit so that we're not so close. And I'm actually going to just snip this off I can reuse that, or use that for another. So I'll save that and put that in my scraps. And then grab my 2 dies. Now this one, I'm lining up my antenna, and then I'm also lining up the base of the butterfly. And that's how I'm going to get that in there. And then I'm going to grab a Post-it note, so then that way it stays. In place while I put that through. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. If there's too much going on, oh, I think I might have cut too much off of it. I hope I did not. Yes, I did. Yep, I did. Now we're going to stamp that over again. Okay. I didn't clean it off, so we'll just get another one. I generally try to there we go. I'm not cutting that one off. I'm just going to let it go. Because that way, if I have any extra white, then I like to keep that and put that through. Now, because these are different fonts, I like to keep, I'm going to take my inside of my die and I'm going to line it up with the time to celebrate. I'm not going to cut off the word there, and I'm going to try not to cut off the T over here. So I'm trying to keep everything in without cutting it off. It's just going to have a little bit of what's it called? Decorative border all the way around. Okay, so grab that. We're going to put that through and just roll it. Sorry for the shaking. All right. And I reuse these Post-it notes until they're not sticky anymore. So now, just to show you, I will cut that off and I'll put that in my white scrap bin. Same thing with that. I try to throw the least amount away. I'm not a hoarder, and that worked out just perfectly, didn't it? Okay, now we'll put the butterfly, okay, just like that. Throw that away, oops, keep that, and put the die over here. Okay, so we're done with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And we'll take a look at our card. So we're going to grab dimensionals. Now I am pretty close to the end, so I'm just going to use all of this. This is just the end pieces. I will not start a new dimensional sheet until all my outer edges are used up. That way I don't end up with a whole bunch of unused edges, because that would kind of drive me crazy. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, slightly at an angle stab, and grab those backings sometimes, and then just throw those away. That way they don't lay all over the place. Okay, so then now we're just going to take that and put that, I'm going to line up that where the indentation for the banners are, and go like that. So then now we're going to take the rhinestones. These are the basic rhinestone jewels and gems, rhinestone gems. Jules, I don't know. And we're going to take the dark Misty Moonlight, and I like to use my nib tips because then that way it doesn't ruin your brush tip. And we are coloring one size of each, big, medium, and small. And I start at the bottom. I start on the outside edge and work my way towards the top. Kind of like if you were doing frosting for a cupcake. Kind of swirl around and then end up at the top. Not that I make cupcakes very much. Okay, so then now we're going to take this. We're going to put that right there in the corner. I like to use my larger rhinestone at the base. And then my medium one, that one is going to go down at the bottom of the banner right here in the corner. And then the top one, we're going to put it right there. So number one, we have the larger base down here. We're creating a triangle. We're working in odd numbers. So then that creates a more pleasing look to the eye. Now, this would be a perfect card for a man. Okay, so if you would like to mass produce this, you make a whole bunch of them just like this. And then if you could just do all the inside, you could do it just like this. But then if you had, say, like a female, say like it's your sister's birthday, you could pick, I mean, you could do the whole pack of cards with this designer series paper. And like I said, you have a wide variety of colors to play with. I mean, if you have somebody that has a birthday kind of in the fall, that would be great. Something like late summer, or these colors here, just like I've done. So you could do several colors, just getting the basics done. And if you needed to make it kind of girly, then add a butterfly. And you could stamp your butterflies on the plaid and not attach them yet. Or you can do half and half, you know, half male cards, half female cards. But if you're trying to do something pretty easy, this would be a great layout. Okay, then I'm just going to take my butterfly and I'm going to use two kind of down at the bottom. That is a mini glue dot. I'm just going to squeeze that and lift that up. And then kind of up by the head, not the antenna, but by the head, squeeze that and lift that up. And all right, so we're going to see, now this card would be perfect for a man. But now, if you wanted to make this a girl card, add the butterfly. How simple is that? Okay. All right, so if you would like a chance to win this card, all you need to do is give me, and I'm going to squish in a little bit. All right, so all you need to do is do a thumbs up or a heart. That would get your name entered into the drawing to win this card. If you leave a comment, all you have to do is say hi. If you've never seen my channel before, my Facebook page, say hi. Tell me where you're from. It's kind of fun to read back where everybody's from. Now, like I said, the videos only have a shelf life of 30 days. And so I do put these on my YouTube page as well. And that way, they live a little longer. So if you see this, hashtag 392, then you know to look for, and it's gone on my Facebook page. You know that you can go to 392 on my YouTube page and rewatch this and remake these cards so that they're simple for you. Then also, if you share this on your timeline, hopefully you share it within the 30 days so that whoever sees this on your timeline also gets a chance to get entered to win this card. And I don't make you purchase anything in order to win this card. Hi, Terry, I see you. Welcome. So this card is the card that I designed using the Timeless Plaid. And so this could be either a mail card without the butterfly, and you can make quite a bit of these cards, and then if you need a female card, then add the butterfly, which is also stamped on the Timeless Plaid. So if you share this on your timeline, you will also get 2 entries to win this card. I don't make you purchase anything in order to get get entered, but if you do, thank you very much. Also, the host codes will be inactive, let's see, April 13th. So I don't have a new host code, but if you need one, let me know. I will probably get one going pretty soon. But April 15th is starting the new rewards program, where for any $20 you purchase, $20 or more, you as the customer will also earn rewards. So instead of having to be your order in order to receive rewards at $150, which is a workshop, Stampin' Up! Has decided to give everybody a reward for purchasing. So your order has to start at $20 and you will earn cash back for your future orders. Now they do expire and you can save them, all your bits and pieces, and use it all on one order if you wish, or you can apply it to your next order and then earn more and then apply it to your next order. So it's however you want to work it. So thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday evening. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday if I'm available. I was planning on being here on Thursday, this past Thursday, but that didn't work out. And I know for sure I'll be back here on Sunday. We'll see about Thursday. So have a great week and stay safe in the snow if you're in Minnesota. Happy stamping!